Good afternoon. First off, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today is the beginning of a great new year for the Redskins organization and its fans. First, I'd like to thank, Bill Callahan, who was here 5 years, did a great job for us, a great guy, and we really appreciate him. What the Redskins have needed is a cultural change, someone that can bring a winning culture to our organization, and it starts and ends with our head coach. When looking for that man, I look for a class act. That's how you describe Coach Rivera. He was two-time Coach of the Year, and for those of you that don't understand, that's very, very hard to do. You should Google that because it's an impressive. He was 15-1, which is extremely hard to do. Did my research, spent a lot of time talking to a lot of people, a lot of coaches, and one thing that came across were certain words, and these words were integrity, honesty, knowledge, grit, determination. It's all about winning. Ron Rivera knows how to win as a player, as a coach, as the new head coach of the Redskins. One thing that's very, very important, we're going to have one voice and only one voice alone, and that's the coaches. I'd like to welcome Ron's wife, Stephanie, who we've gotten to know over the last few weeks, and our new head coach of the Washington Redskins, Coach Ron Rivera.
Thank you. You know, it was about 30 days ago that your team, this team, got me unemployed. So just so you know, we're good now. Thank you. It's an honor to serve as a coach in the NFL. It really, truly is. There are only 32 of us at any one given time, and these jobs are scarce. But this one, the Washington Redskins, this one's special. This is one of the almost original teams. Started in 1932. There's a lot of history behind this football team. And in order for us to get back to where we want to be, we've got to study that history, embrace that history, and prepare to repeat that history. Because if we're not, we're doomed to repeat the most recent history. We're not going to do that, guys. We really aren't. Everything we do is going to be about winning. Okay, we're going to learn to do things the right way, and that's the only way we're going to do them. Because if it doesn't help us, we're not doing it, man. That's just as simple as it gets. So why did I choose the Redskins? Probably the question I know a lot of you guys are wondering that right now with everything that's out there. Well, I can tell you right now, this is not about the money. If I wanted the money, I'd still be out there trying to pit a couple teams against each other. I took this job for one simple reason. One simple reason. Because Dan Snyder came to me with a very interesting perspective. For weeks, he's explored the reasons why some teams win and some teams don't. He told me the common factor in that transitional success of teams like the Patriots, the Seahawks, and the Chiefs, and some of the other ones, was that decision to take it and make a coach-centered approach. Not an owner-centered approach or a team president or a GM, but a coach-centered approach. I told Mr. Snyder that I appreciate the fact that he believes the head coach matters. But I told him I would be honored, but under one condition. It had to be a player-centered culture. A player-centered culture, something I truly do believe in. My responsibility is to get the most out of the players, to work with them, teach them, mentor them. If I have to do it one by one, I most certainly will do it. I've done it in the past, and I'll do it again. I'll do what I can to help these young men become not just the players we want, but the men in the community we need. These are the guys that can help change things, not just on the football field, but in this world. And I really do believe that. I was fortunate enough to have that in Carolina, and I hope, and I'm going to work to have it here in Washington. Things will begin and end with one simple principle: discipline. I come from a military family where discipline, it isn't taught, it's lived. It's expected from day one. I have a philosophy that every player, every coach, everyone who works for this organization, they'll know it day one. You're not going to play for this team. You're not going to work for this team if you don't have the discipline and the commitment to give us everything you have. No exceptions, no excuses. It's that simple, guys. We have to hold each other accountable. And that's something that we most certainly will do. We'll expect the most from each other. Whether I was in Chicago or Carolina, we're at our very best when the players knew that the coaches had their backs. and this is the thing I'm going to ask from the players. Do it the way we teach you. Do it the way we ask. You do it that way, the success will be yours. Okay? You do it that way, the success will be yours. If you don't, the success is going to be yours, but it's not going to be right. Why? Because if you fail, it's on you. Do it our way. Do it the right way. And if we fail, it's on me. Okay, it'll be on me, the head coach. It's that simple. And I truly believe that. If I ask of you and it doesn't work, I'm to blame. I told Mr. Snyder I wanted to assemble a coaching staff that was truly dedicated to the players and teachers. Okay? I don't have to have great big names. What I have to have is great teachers. We want to teach these guys how to play football to the best of their abilities, to the best of our abilities, and also to be good quality young men off the field. I want players who are tough, hungry, who will do whatever it takes to play Redskin football in January and hopefully into February. I told him I wanted to work hand in hand with the head of player personnel who could spot potential and others that even I didn't see and others didn't see. That's going to be important because it has to be a collaboration. No matter who it is, no matter who's working with us, it has to be a collaboration. This is not a one-man show. I don't have all the answers. I'm going to rely on people around me. I'm going to rely on the coaches and the personnel that we have put in place to help us put this football team together. I told him I didn't want to go through a 5-year rebuilding process because, quite honestly, I just don't have the patience. And from what I've read, neither does he, so we understand that. I told him this team has some raw talent. It really, truly does. It's got some quality veteran leadership that can help this team become contenders. So at the end of the day, guys, this is what the team's going to be made of. It's going to be made of good quality young football players and solid veteran leadership. Help us take this football team to the next level.